Good day, lords and ladies of the internet. I am your host today, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I welcome you all back to the Circus Electrique. Well, last time we confronted Eli on the docks, and it turned out he had a plan ahead of him with that giant steam man. So now we need to go confront him once again, and this time we're going straight to his own circus to do that. So let us not waste time. The Mechanique. Until a few years ago, many would have identified this area as Waterloo and Northwest and Southwark. However, the success of the Circus Mechanique has had such a nearby influence that locals have begun to refer to this part of London simply as Mechanique, a testament to Eli Edwards' entertainment empire. Fair enough. Let's see what he's got for us. Now, immediately, we're going to have to choose a direction we want to go, and oh my god, there are so many this place is so whatchamacallit. So we need to take a look at, if only there was a way to look at this map and basically just have it tell us multiple different directions we can go. Because we can see here there are like paths right there which logically we should be able to go along, but it also looks like we can't. The question is, why? Well, either way, we're heading to the fun fair first, and so I can claim my experience. Goody, goody, good for us. Right, now I have to choose a direction. If I take the north route, I can have up to 5. I can find 4 pubs, and I think more circus enthusiasts going the way of the pubs than I would the south way. Yeah, because there's a circus enthusiast right there. One right there. There's quite a few. So, you know what? Let's do this. So what are we fighting? A quack! Okay. Alright, bring it on, folks. We are here to play. Get electrocuted. That is such a waste. So who is this doctor and what are their abilities? Heal, expected. Big heal, but reduce the doctor's devotion. Mind control. A little attack. And steal health and decrease devotion. It decreases our devotion. By 10 goddamn %. Someone needs to die. You're in a stance, are you? Don't you have the ability to break stances? Yeah, you do. Well, you had a chance to, at least. Alright then, well, if we now place the fire ring on you, you'll die. And now he gets ignited. Twice? He gets ignited twice. Sure. Contempt, 4% devotion. Screw you. Malpractice, 10% devotion. Yeah, that is evil. 10% devotion damage. Goodbye, Doctor. He looks at his watch before he just creeps over dead. Now, I think that leaves you dead, General. Waves a little surrender flag. Oh, nice hit. You know, I still want to know what these membership cards are. They sound kind of cool. Alright. Amidst all local chaos, the UK once more at war with the Boers. Oh, good lord. Alright, Yvonne, I think it's time we level you up. Actually, I don't have to level you up. I level you up when I need to level you up, so I don't have to pay the extra food. I love how I've got so many of these skill upgraders, but my actual resources are fairly thin. I mean, I've discovered I can trade, so I can use money to buy food and everything. But I wish I could sell, like, a bunch of these things. Like, things I don't need. So I can make more money. And oh great, we've got 3 people bored, so they each need to be doing something. Great. Alright, I think we're good with that. So, what are we against next? Paperboy. In exchange for some money, we can get the Paperboy to tout tonight's performance, circus performance, instead of the headlines. Who needs real news anyway? I mean, that sounds really good, actually.
Uncle would appreciate the advertising if we pay the Paperboy to tout the circus. Am I feeling generous today? Well,
considering we've got a mega performance, which happens in, like, multiple days, and we pay 10 shillings to increase our revenue by 30% on our fame by 100, I'm gonna have to say yes. It only took moments for the Paperboy to loudly shout the news of the circus show. If you haven't set up a show yet, you can do so by the end of the day. How are you in so little health? In the chest we find skill upgrader 4. Interesting. Most important, the glass lens, because I've had none of them and I really need them.
Let's talk about Dr. Maybury, Uncle.
Oh, this ought to be good.
Ollie, why?
He seems rather important, being the brains behind the technology that created the Circus Electrique and all.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'd rather we not discuss him. He's always rather shunned the spotlight.
Which is exactly why I'm resorting to you.
Ha ha ha, very fair. No one has worked longer than him.
No one has worked with him longer. As far as I know, no one has known him longer.
Well, Barnum would say otherwise. He met Ollie first. But being dead makes saying otherwise rather impossible now, doesn't it? Of course, the whole reason the Circus Electrique exists is because Barnum fell in love with Maybury's inventions. As you know, the 70s were the most inventive decade in history.
Makes sense.
Once the Voice printed the Ohm Manifesto in '74, the spark, as they call it, was lit. Anyone with a hint of scientific aptitude was advancing technology decades in a single night. And that's where Ollie's genius came in. The man had vision.
Ooh.
While others improved lives through practical inventions, light bulbs, sewing machines, chicken decapitators, what have you, Ollie focused on improving lives through entertainment.
Yes, we've discussed this already. His inventions impressed Barnum enough to open a whole new show in London.
Where did Ollie come from? Oh, that's a good question.
Where did Ollie come from exactly? I am not at all familiar with his backstory.
Nor has anyone ever asked, including me.
This is why I somehow don't trust Ollie. I think he is the overall bad guy at the end of all this. I don't know why, because I don't think it's Eli.
You don't know where he comes from?
The truth is, I've always valued the man's work more than the man himself. I didn't ever see him as a friend, really. Just a co-worker.
Aww.
A tool. A means to an end.
That's a cynical way to put it, Amy. But not untrue, if I'm being honest.
Aww. That's cruel.
A genius whose coattails you rode to Circus Electrique stardom without ever so much as asking what his life was like before he met you. Accurate summary?
Stunningly so.
You're learning things about yourself through these interviews, aren't you?
Dear Lord, Amy. Are you a journalist or my psychiatrist?
I
I really am a selfish bastard, aren't I?
Completely.
I really am a selfish bastard, aren't I?
Oh, I love how he says it as a joke and then says it with actual realism in his voice. Well, another day, another fight. Let's get going. Who have we got on our team? We got the regular people. Let's just... One of your members is heavily injured. Yeah, I don't know how. There, that's better. Puppet Master, minus 7% devotion. Don't increase your goddamn whatchamacallit with that. the man. Taunt. You know what? You want to taunt? So can we. And he practically needs to, because he needs the whatchamacallit, devotion. Just like he does. He runs away and you get 5% devotion. Very nice. It's the only way you get it. Rope. You move him forward. Oh wait, that marks as well. That's horrid. You know, considering he's marked so he takes 30% more damage, they're really not doing anything. The irony behind all this is that I really should probably replace Sanjay on my team, just because he doesn't have a special passive. But you know what? We got 4 pubs ahead of us. Maybe I'll get a legendary Fakir. Ah, yes, the rage. The rage. Feel the rage. Goodbye. Now it's time for us to go to a pub. The Circus Electrique was originally named Circus Electrique, but until the ringmaster realized most of his audience don't know what a circuit is.
Extra! Who's the actual brains behind Circus Electrique's electrics?
Well, let's take a look at this first. Income, 466 plus 142. Fame, or basically 1,000. That was God tier, and it wasn't even 7 stars. The ringmaster on the brains behind Circus Electrique by Dr. Oliver H. Mallory. Part 5 in the Voices series of interviews with Randolph G. Masters centers around another key component of the Circus Electrique, Dr. Oliver H. Mallory, and his inventions that power the Circus Electrique. Dr. Mallory, notoriously shy, Masters does his best to describe the man and his history. The whole reason Circus Electrique exists is because Barnum fell in love with Mallory's inventions, Masters said. As you know, the 70s were the most inventive decade in history. Once the Voice printed the Ohm Manifesto in '74, the spark, as they call it, was lit. Anyone with a hint of scientific aptitude was advancing technology decades in a single night. As Master says, that's where Ollie's genius came in. The man had a vision, while others improved lives through practical inventions, light bulbs, sewing machines, chicken decapitators, what have you. Ollie focused on improving lives through entertainment. As widely known, the inventions prompted Barnum to create the Circus Electrique in London, with Masters running the show. But despite working with Mallory for years, Masters seems to know surprisingly little about his actual background. Nothing, actually. The truth is, I've always valued the man's work more than the man himself, admitted Masters. I didn't ever see him as a friend, really, just a co-worker. The Voice hopes to one day interview Dr. Mabry in the near future about his past. No requests to this point have been accepted. There's definitely something going on in the background with that man. Well, that certainly made us rich. That's for sure. And we do also now have this lovely little thing right here, which I have probably no hope at all of actually succeeding in those requirements, looking at the fact they're all in the 90s. But it's not going to stop me from buying the thing and taking a look at it all the same. You really need everyone to have, like, these can fit any role kind of things. But you know what? At the same time, I'm not too bothered, because what I need are the glass lenses. So let's just see which of these can give me glass lenses. Well, it doesn't appear to be giving me many glass lenses, but we'll see if it gives me any.
Your night just got electrified!
Another thing I need to do is get a whole bunch of tools so I can start upgrading the sleeping car. Because I'm sure with the next level, in 2 levels, I'll be able to get 2 more slots. Which, frankly, we need. But now we have the pub, where we get a legendary ventriloquist. Not exactly what I was thinking of, but... screw it. Why the Christ not? Sticks and stones may break your bones, but words, well, they'll hurt twice as much when you face both of us. Do you really want to fight this? Yes! I mean, ventriloquists are kind of weak, if I'm fully honest. Hakim. And you've got this wolf thing on you instead. Okay. Well, Hakim has next to no devotion. So...
That was us!
betray. 0.
It's just getting good.
And he runs away from that.
Oh, this is good.
Feel invincible. Oh yeah, that was a good one, wasn't it?
Ow!
Feels good, don't it?
Also, question. According to this, the betray affects one person. His betray affected all of us. Is that his legendary ability? To make everyone affected by everything? Or something? And frankly, they have no armor, so it is definitely quicker and more effective just to beat them up. You are nothing. You know, that is actually a very huge debuff when you think about it. 24% precision, 32% devotion, and 4 initiative. That is kinda huge. Right, he goes first, because the other two are slow now. He's raging, sure.
I'll be real pain.
Okay, credit. That actually hurt a fair bit. Oh, like murder.
That'll couple hours. Too much.
Yeah.
Cool. Hakim. He promises to join you. He can show up on the train. Glorious. I hope to see that. How are you the newsboy if you can't read? Soldier returns home from maddest war, turns vicious against friends. Well, I mean, very clearly now I need to, you know, re-roll until... Hi, Hakim. So, what's your ability? The strengths of whispers are halved, but affects all enemies or friends. Interesting. Forces all enemies to attack each other. With 28% chance. Boosts damage suffered, but that's not a whisper. Dance apparently is a whisper. Hit yourself is apparently a whisper. You are nothing is not, and neither is smash. You've also got a random thing there. You know what? I'm gonna re-roll and see if he has different abilities. Because if he's guaranteed the same abilities each and every time, it's not a bad choice to get him. Especially with the AoE Betray. That actually might be worth it. But damn, that's actually a really good... whatchamacallit. I mean, if we take a look at you, you've got a 46% chance to Betray. It's a shame he doesn't have Feel Invincible, like... It says affects all allies or friends, but none of the friend abilities were. Otherwise, Hit Yourself is a really good ability. Especially if I give him the thing to reduce devotion cost on himself. But it does look like he's guaranteed all of this. So he's guaranteed this particular ability, these particular skills. The only thing is that the bad manners seems to be a bit randomized. 23, 11, 12, 19. Okay, maybe not. So, what does he lose? We won't get the feel invincible, which frankly is okay, but not the best. He doesn't have evil laugh, which I hate in the first place. It's just honestly a really good legendary passive, is that. So, Winston, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to dismiss you so I can get Hakim. Increase efficiency of owner's mark skills by 30%. Does that mean Mark will now do boost damage by 61% instead of whatchamacallit? Either way, I definitely feel we have to give the man a try. So we can heal our injuries, of which we have none. But it does increase our devotion, which we do kind of need. So, where's the next pub? Right there. Let's try and get to the next pub. Ah, I haven't set up a show yet.
Yeah.
A simple show just to get myself some more lenses. Let's go. Let's try out Hakim.
Feeling
Alright, so we're in the rain, so we're slowly decreasing our devotion. That is bad. But we do less fire damage, meaning it's the perfect chance for him to get, for our little miss to just mass out all the...
Ow!
The whatchamacallit. Decreases Hakim's devotion by 0%, decreases it by 1%. So yeah, the trinket I gave him, this -7 to devotion cost, is really good. You know what, let's just swap everyone around. Dance, everyone, dance! And none of them get stunned. Excuse me, Taunt.
Ain't feeling so great.
I'm sorry, you're basically one-shotting this poor man right now. Okay, let's start this again so you don't just one-shot my fucking clown, please. Huh, you actually controlled him. I've never actually seen you guys successfully control.
Feeling lousy, huh?
No!
The fact he does AoE, like, whatchamacallit, damage like that is really good. It's just very costly. Yeah, that's bullcrap. Can you not? Because that just ruined everything. Fuck you. No, legitimate. Fuck you. That was death. That just was death. So how much damage do you set? Oh, so it is literally just a pure extra 30% damage decrease. What have we learned today? Quite simply, never play without a fakir. It is quite simply that. Never play without a fakir. Right, you do this. That man runs away. You gain a bunch of devotion. Well done. And now she does as well. Perfect. Well done, guys. So, overall, Hakim, I actually think you're better than the normal ventriloquist. But I still need to specifically build around you. Which, given my clown strongman gimmick, I'm not doing.
Steam Man killed a journalist, and now Steam's stock price. Read all about it.
I've had it, says newly departed member of Circus Electrique. Fair enough. Steam stock plummets amid accusations of murderous Steam Man. No one has directly stated that Steam is out to kill people, but recent malfunctions of new Steam equipment have certainly alerted to the public that something is not quite right with the company that Eli Edwards built. Stock prices have been on the steady decline ever since the incident at Waterloo Docks that claimed the life of journalist Charles Elhorn. In a statement sent to The Voice, Edwards claimed that everything is under control. Steam has weathered downward stock trends in the past and only emerged stronger, he said. This will prove no different, especially once the maddening subsides. And even if the company should fall completely, I'll still have my one true love, the circus. Edwards remained unlocatable throughout all of London. Is he hiding? Yes! Yes, he is! Alright, on to the circus enthusiasts. What do we need? We need happiness. We need big, big happiness. The minimum we can increase it by is 3. So, if I put in Hamilton, increase owner's initiative by 2. Ooh, that's really nice.
We won! But do we think we can do it again?
Yes, and we don't really have much choice. We need that, and again, it can only be positive. So...
But do we think we can do it again?
It's worth trying! It's worth trying! And so long as we don't get that negative 14, we're fine. There we go. All of it is ours. Marvelous. Paperboy!
Am I feeling generous today?
Yes. I don't think we're going to get any money, but we'll certainly get a lot of fame for it, at least. Right. Let's go. Super skill available. Oh, can we get the other super skill available, please? Fuck you, restoring all the...
No.
penalty I just put on you.
You think that hurt? Feels good, don't it?
Where's my tier 3? Really? I still don't have it? Fuck that! You cannot reach that far! Tier slot 3 with a stick? No! Fuck off! Where is my performance? Oh, the popcorn machine's finally available. Please, get to it. We could use the heal. There we go. Okay. Patrol. That's a new one. What's that? Any enemy movements are cancelled and retaliated. Okay, fair enough. Alright, another gone, another dead. Let's keep moving. What's this? A metal canister. That's new.
So much going on lately.
Victoria and Albert Museum foundation laid, then promptly destroyed by Vicious. Gotta love how it's just... whatchamacallit. Yeah, 0 income, paperboy bonus applied. It was all about the whatchamacallit. Ooh, Hamilton can level up. Nice. Also, Hamilton, why are you using the lesser heart and not the bigger heart? So honestly, the best way to make money in this game is keep a big eye out for these paperboy marks. These paperboys right here. Because if you can line it up so that the paperboy... so you can get some really big mega performance on a paperboy, then it works out really well. Alright, Aunt Phyllis, what do you have to say?
Eli.
What about
You
him?
used to attend the Circus Mécanique nearly every week, didn't you? I remember.
As do I. If I have to hear about Arachnus from you one more time...
What's not to love about a giant mechanized scorpion? Always amazing.
Unless it's tries to kill you.
I'll be sure to say hello for you should I see him.
Quick and to the
Fortune teller
point.
approaches us in peace. She speaks.
Ah, there you are. The heroic performers I've heard so much about. I myself have certain less aggressive gifts. One fortune is free. The rest will cost an additional 25 shillings.
Tell me the fortune of everyone. She closes her eyes and holds her hands and speaks. Your future lies in the past, perhaps further beyond the event you remember or you all remember daily. Not only your paths, but others' paths as well. Along the way, I see love, loss, betrayal for all of you, though I cannot make out the faces attached to each. Well, all except for you, Mr. Edwards, for whom only loss and betrayal apply. The question is he the betrayer or the betrayed? Or possibly both? I would ask for more specifics, but frankly, I'm afraid to. Well, thanks for all the XP. Our Bertha's nearly leveled up.
Time for another appointment, Dr. Craig.
Ooh.
You could say that. I have questions, but these are for me, not the paper.
Oh,
I've been
okay.
thinking a lot about what you said about Mum's death.
Uh-huh. I killed her, you said.
I killed her, you said.
Yes.
For all intents and purposes, I can come to no other conclusion.
Yeah, but it was an accident. You...
Tell me more. How you felt then, how you felt since. I want to know it all.
This will be quite the session, won't it?
She really is your therapist, isn't she?
Early on, sheer disbelief dominated my emotional mindset. How could this have happened to my sister? And how could something we tested so many times have failed? Especially during an actual performance of all times. Shonda's death absolutely wrecked me. I've never felt anything like I did for the months to follow.
Did you cry after she died? Well, obviously, it's his sister.
Did you cry after she died?
Every night, for months. But sadly not just for Shonda.
Oh.
Your recent interrogations have led me to better understand my selfish ways. And I see that here now as well.
Oh.
There were many tears shed for my sister, yes. But just as many at my own ineptitude. My grief for her death was equaled, maybe even surpassed, by my disbelief that I, the infallible ringmaster, could possibly make a mistake. The public line for shutting down the circus was to honor her memory. But the reality was, I simply doubted myself too much to continue.
That reasoning always did ring hollow. We both knew Mum well enough to know that, if anything, continuing the show would have been the best way to honor her.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Does the new Circus Mécanique exist to
Does
honor
the
her
new
then?
Circus Electrique exist in any way to honor Mum?
Oh, Amy, it exists entirely to honor her. Oh, sure, I may tell those who care to ask that the new show was brought back per Barnum's request on his deathbed. Yes, that played a small role. But really, I just yearned for Shonda to be proud of me again.
Aww.
There's nothing I want more right now than for your mother to look down upon each performance with a smile on her face.
She does. Part of me just knows. She does. I can't explain it.
Was that a compliment?
Don't let it go to your head.
Oh, he has to ruin an emotional scene with just a joke like that.
Your mother. She lives through you, Amy. I see it every time you look at me.
She could never possibly have despised you as much as I do.
Oh, you'd be surprised. And she was even better at faking it.
Is it that obvious?
No, but thank you for confirming my suspicions.
I confirm nothing. I'd rather just keep pretending to despise you.
All right, then. We'll get there.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's bloody brilliant. Oh. Well, we've got a paperboy ahead of us and two very close-knit pubs, so hopefully we can... I just saw performers right there.
You out here again? Who's going to attack us before you hire them this time?
The raw talent walks these streets, Amy.
What kind of talent?
Let's find
No
out.
idea. Just stay sharp.
What class are we unlocking this time?
Sharp enough for you, trespasser?
Ooh.
Oh! Who doesn't appreciate dramatic humor mixed in with an attempt on their life?
If I had aimed to kill you, you'd be dead.
Oh, really?
Let me show you.
Right, what are you? A knife thrower? Ooh, fun. Looks like you're all about damage. Let's see, what have you got? Physical attack, back row. Okay. Bullseye. Oh wait, no, you're front row. You're back row. Boost the knife thrower's damage until the end of battle. Stack limit 3. Ooh, Sounds decent. Smog. Health decreased every turn. Sounds to me like I need to deal with the fakir. Ow.
Getting hotter.
It looks like the knife thrower is some sort of big mega damage dealer. And I should probably just deal with you before you can get healed. Especially as I also think the knife thrower is weaker.
Not test me.
In the front row. It would seem to me. Boom! You're gone. Bye-bye. Still can't handle a strong man.
Of a clown.
At this point, I'm not sure what would be more effective. Just trying to kill or trying to... Sword Swallow, did you just kill yourself? Well, thanks for making which target I'm gonna go after, Nick, so much easier. Now, if only... 6%. If only I'd leveled that up once. Doesn't matter, he ran away anyway.
Stop, stop, stop! Why did you attack us like that?
I saw the ringmaster.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting such a logical response.
I hear it takes fighting prowess to get you into the Circus Electrique these days.
You could have just asked.
Or I could have just thrown knives at you, which I did.
So the entire process of, you know, attacking the ringmaster is now a requirement to get into the Circus Electrique. That is hilarious.
Sound logic indeed. Very well. Knife thrower, whose name I do not know yet. Welcome to the Circus Electrique.
Oh god, that is brilliant. That is goddamn brilliant. Oh. Oh lord. Extra, extra.
The ringmaster has himself a new knife thrower. Maybe Mum will finally take me. Read all about it.
That poor kid. This poor kid. Aggressive knife thrower aims skills at Circus Electrique. In the heart of the rival turf Mechaniques district last night, this reporter witnessed a knife thrower called Annie viciously, thankfully not viciously, attack a group of electric performers in Steamtown. Of course, the ringmaster suggested she was hireable on the spot. I hear it takes fighting prowess to get you into the Circus Electrique these days, said Annie after an altercation. No doubt referring to the electric performers being credited for clearing vicious threats all across London. Needless to say, her ruthless attack not only proves such an ability, but also her amazing skills with a knife, worthy of any circus. I feel lucky she attacked us, claimed Randolph Masters, whose signature top hat now features personality with the cut, who now features added personality with the cut of a knife that just missed his head. If only all auditioners were so aggressively interested in recruitment. Soon after the ringmaster showed his interest in her, and he threw a knife so far into the air no one saw where it landed. Its reflection will serve as a signal to countless other knife thrower specialists in the area and beyond, she said. Very soon, others like me will appear at the train station next to the Circus Electrique, hoping to join it as well. Oh, that's brilliant. Alright, knife thrower. Let's take a look at you. What can we do with you? Obviously, you're all about damage. And let's see. That there has approximately a 70% damage reduction. You've got a 10% damage increase. but it decreases your devotion for some goddamn reason, because considering it's your basic attack. That also decreases your devotion. Knife thrower, under pressure. Any negative effects that affect Annie increase her precision by 25%, not stackable. Interesting. Who am I gonna dump for you, is the question. Annie. Eugene, you've had your time in this circus, and frankly, it's just not been worth it. Let's go. So, who do we think the next pub is gonna be? Knife throwers, immediately! Okay. Sit back, have a few drinks, throw a punch. Let's go. We're already past the first few rounds when someone starts picking on us. Knife thrower, my knife is my life, and the end of yours. Alright, well, first things first. What the fuck was that?
Hear that?
Are you the legendary one? Yeah, you're the legendary one. I'm sorry, but fuck you. Actual fuck you. Round one, one-shot one of my people. Like, what the Christ?
Don't it make me smile?
Reflect 100% of all incoming damage. Oh, goody! Just get rid of the person who just one-shot one of my people first, please. And then have you do the same to them. Fakir kills one, glorious. And then you were so close. And then I can give him a double heal. Before we kill him.
Hell.
Die. Okay, I think I might need this knife thrower that just went and one-shot me. After a humiliating defeat, Aelin promises to join us one day. Aelin can show up on the train now. US golfer Harry Varden foolishly visits London after British Open victory. Fends off Vicious with driver. Credit to him. So now, before anything, I very clearly need to find this girl. So, what's your thing? Throws twice as many blades. Deal damage twice. Deal damage twice. Deal damage to two random enemies twice. Damage twice to two random enemies at the beginning of next round. All of your attacks attack twice. You are not an option. We have to have you. Annie, thank you for showing me what you're kinda capable of. And excuse me while I get the good one. Well, everyone, we have just recruited possibly, from what my knowledge, the most damaging character in the entire game. And I can't wait to put her in action. But that's probably going to have to wait until next time. And we're going to have to see what other legendaries we get in next time. Because we got a pub there and a pub there. And then we got the big boss at the very end. We got 2 more pubs to go. Let's see what kind of people we can get a hold of. But, everyone, I'm afraid that, well, until that time, it looks like it's time for me to bid thee all farewell, good day, and finally, good night.